Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. For those who are new, this is part 5 of my Westlife memories, so I've linked the playlist above if you want to catch up. The next time I met Westlife was still one of the most memorable / crazy experiences of my following career. The day started for me at Waterloo, where the boys were launching the Poppy Appeal. This was one of the first big events they'd been involved in, with lots of press there, and if I'd thought the MTV crowds were bad, I hadn't seen anything yet. There were so many fans there the boys got mobbed, as you can see from the photos. We even got packed with the guys. You can just see the top of my head here, but I was also spotted on Newsround the next day, so if anyone has the video of that, I'd love to see it, though at the time I was rather embarrassed. It's never been in my nature to shout and push to get the boys' attention, so this day definitely didn't start out well. As they were leaving the Poppy Appeal launch, one of my friends gave Brian a slam book, which you can see him reading here. I'm sure you can imagine there were hours of waiting involved in following Westlife, so filling these out was something we did to pass the time, answering questions such as a quickie with Nikki or marriage to Shane, and that was one of the cleaner ones. Looking back, it was all a bit childish, but the reason I feel I have to mention it is because it became my group's little thing we had with Brian. He was often saying, "Where's my slam?" and as you can see from Sarah's photo, he really did read them. My friend had managed to park her purple Ford Ka, nicknamed Barney, right behind the guys' Poppy taxis, so our little gang were able to make a quick getaway after them and follow their taxis all the way through London to a pub in Queen's Park. In retrospect, this sounds a bit stalkerish, but to be clear, we waited outside and didn't disturb them while they were eating. Not long after, a small group of fans from Liverpool turned up, and we were surprised as we didn't know how they knew Westlife were there. It turned out Keane had left a pair of trousers outside the hotel that morning. The girls knew they were his as they had his name inside, and they'd called Anto. So they went in with the trousers, and Keane came outside a few minutes later to thank them, with his flies undone. He was clearly having a forgetful day. It was also the day his infamous 7 times in one night kiss and tell had appeared in the British tabloids, and when he saw one of the girls had a load of papers in her bag, he was like, "Have you got the Daily Star in there?" and seemed very proud of himself. Keane went back into the pub then, and we waited a bit longer until they all left. We asked Brian what he thought of the slam, and he went, "Yous are dirty girls." But then Mark was all upset and asking us why we never gave them to him. As my friend Sarah said to me the other day, Brian always seemed quite filthy-minded, but Mark was just too lovely to be reading that kind of thing. But she handed one over anyway, and Mark then went through all of our names on the front to make sure he knew who had said what. I am cringing looking back on this. I hope he didn't keep it as a memento. The next day was the first album signing. I really wanted to go, but was trying to be dedicated to my studies too, and it would have meant missing lectures. Sarah has shared her lovely photos from that day with me. Unfortunately, Nikki was in the loo when they went through, so even after all those hours waiting, she didn't get a full set of autographs. Thanks again for watching. I'll be back next Sunday with another vlog. Bye for now.